everybody on YouTube? It's your boy, the Memphis Accelerate, welcoming back to the 100 Days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where every day for 100 days we're dueling with a different deck every single day. Today is episode 17. It's day 3 of Troll Week. The week where we troll the heck out of everybody. And today we're taking a look at a classic burn deck. That's right, it's time to see some Nurse Burn today. We got the Nurse Burn doing the Nurse Burn thing, summoning Reficule, and then reverse healing our opponent with the gift card, with the try and guess, things of that nature. And I know today was supposed to be the day that Alter Memphis showed up, but he beat me in a dance-off the other day. So guess what? This is my very mature revenge arc. I'm stealing today's episode. He'll show up eventually. Don't worry about it. But for now, we're going to go into yugioh Pro, that Wild West of Yu-Gi-Oh! And show off this deck, show you the wombos, the combos, the what do's, the what not do's. And big shout out to myself today, because funnily enough, well, this is my episode. Nobody really asked for any troll decks recently. We have a lot of fan suggestions in the future, but for now, it's a me episode. So let's go in there, let's show off this deck, show you how it works, and troll people. Alrighty, everybody, our first opponent, another day, another card game. We want to go first with this deck. Nurse Burn likes to go first and likes to annihilate the opponent in one good shot. And we should be able to do all of that with this opening hand. Barring that this doesn't get negated or something, we have Banishment to the Dark Lords to get our boss monster, Dark Lord Nurse Reficule. Always love that that girl got changed to a Dark Lord. It makes her so much easier to summon. And she's a pretty simple monster. As long as she's on the board, anything that would make me or my opponent gain life points will become damage instead. It was pretty neat. So we're going to go ahead and set 3, pass. And the thing about Nurse Burn decks, they can be very quick or they can be very slow. It really depends on what my opponent does. You know, because if he has like Imperm or something, that can make things difficult with this deck, but we're going to give it a shot. So we're going to Trap Trick. We're going to go ahead and banish a Try and Guess, and hope that my opponent's playing more Exceeds or something of that nature. Going to go ahead and toss some coins. I'll gain some life points. Very nice. And let's go ahead and just try to OTK this guy. I'm gonna guess Exceeds. No idea what this guy's playing, but most people play an Exceeds or two. That's my extra deck. What's his extra deck? Aha, he does have Exceeds. And there you go. That is exactly what this deck does. Nice, clean OTK. That took like, what, less than a minute? That didn't even take a minute. Holy Lord. But that's what this deck does. It's going to be a very short episode, folks. It's going to be. Because the thing about Nurse Burn, you set up right with the Reficule or Samochi. You trap set up, do the 8,000 damage, you're done. That's all you need to do. If you can't do that, this deck has, without Mystic Mind, it has like no recovery. So we'll see how it goes. Let's go for duel number 2 and keep trolling people, because that was exactly what I want to see. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. And as again, we're gonna go first.
Memphis, are you done with the computer yet?
Yeah, Alter, I'm almost done.
Alright, let me know when you're done. I need to record my video.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll let you know. Alright, so what do we have for an opening hand? It's an opening hand. It's not much. It's not what we need to have, but, you know, we'll set 3, and maybe he pays life points. Who knows? Maybe we're up against DDDs, and he's going to start paying life points to do stuff. That would work for me. Nadir's Servant. Okay. That could be good or bad, depending on where this goes. Ntis, you say. Okay. We'll see where this goes. So he's got the Ntis. And he's popping Samachi. Okay. So, remembering chain order. We're going to activate gift card. And then we're going to activate try and guess. We know he's playing fusions. We're going to say fusions. And then we're going to chain Samachi. So at the very least, Samachi does its job. Yep, I already know you have more fusions than I do, brother. I already know that quite well, thank you. Alright, that is a little unfortunate. I was kind of hoping to keep Samachi. He picked the perfect card. This is why you don't set the most important card first. Made a slight hiccup there, but we'll see where this goes. We'll see what it goes. If I get Reficule, we're good. I got Snatch Steal, which is like the perfect card for this deck. Steal a monster. Opponent gains life points. You get the idea? Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. Even then, if he's playing the Dogmatica Zoa, if he doesn't OTK me, which admittedly is possible, if he doesn't, I'm just going to steal his Zoa, and then he's just up a creek. He's up a bloody creek without a bloody paddle. Hello, Lulu Willette. I don't like that guy. I recently played some Dogmaticas, and I actually had to play more Dogmaticas in the future, and I'm starting to like this dude. You know, totally ridiculous, and I cannot tell where its head is. I see an arm, and I see some legs. I think the head is here. But yes, basically, what's going on is he's gonna summon this thing out. He's gonna dump some extra deck cards so that he can get a search. It's probably gonna be Herald, I'm gonna guess. Or Titaniclad. It could be Titaniclad too. Sure, I don't care about my extra deck. My extra deck is literally just there for show. And because I need it for try and guess. It's literally the only purpose it serves. And my opponent drew a whole lot of bupkis. Perfect. Now all I need is Reficule. Or, conversely, I could go for Samachi too. Either one would work. It doesn't really matter which one. But yes, basically, right, he's got his Ecclesia the Virtuous. He's got his Albazoa. The only thing I really worry about is if he's... Well, I didn't get to look at his extra deck, so I don't know how big his monsters get. Because if he has Dogmatica Punishment, then he needs to have a monster that's bigger than Albazoa in order to pop a card. So we'll see how this goes. What do we have here? Guiding Quem the Virtuous. Card leaves the extra deck. Target Albaz. Summon it. And that's Cartesia. Okay, interesting. Yeah, Titaniclad, I'd usually summon Ecclesia. So who are you summoning off of this? Are you going to summon Red Cartesia so you can fuse during my turn? Because I believe that is something you are able to do. No, you're just going to add Maximus. Okay. He's setting up for next turn. We'll see if my opponent has a next turn. Normally that's a card I'd love to see with Reficule. Because then I just get the plus and do damage, which is beautiful. But for now, let's just snatch steal this thing. Give me your Albazoa. Give it to me. Give me your junk. In the trunk. Alright. Is this gonna work? I mean, we'll find out in a second. I mean, he's got Maximus. He can't summon Maximus. Fleur-de-lis wouldn't do him any good. And my opponent surrenders! Ha 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 ha! That's what I want to see. My opponent rage quit. I would have loved it if he'd said anything, but, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter. The point is, we were able to troll summon again. That's what we want to see with this deck. So we got the burn, and we got the show off snatch steal. I love that this card is legal again. It's just so much fun to screw with people with this thing. I know we could do that before with, like, mind control, but you can't attack with mind control. So this is even better. So, very nice. Let's go for duel number 3. Alright, our third opponent, the fight in third. And we're just going to keep going about. I was trying to click paper. I was trying, but the game wouldn't let me do it. But that's fine, because that's all well and good. Like I said, we're going first, and another beautifully crafted hand. We got our Nurse Reficule, and we got all the bells and the whistles. We got the gift cards, we got the trap trick, we got the Plaza deck. See, this is a beautifully simple deck when it works out. So far, we've been pretty lucky, but we're going to do it like a bunch of times today, just because we've had so much good luck so far. So I have to. So we're going to play gift card. We're going to activate trap trick now so that we can dodge things, and we're going to go for Paths of Destiny. Pachumba. So I gain life. You will take damage. I'm going to banish try and guess to get a try and guess. And you, my friend, are just Kaputski. Unless you're not playing Exceeds or something, then I'm pretty sure you just lose. So we'll see where this goes. Nothing but Exceeds. Wonderful. This is the essence of Troll Week. The only thing we're missing, look, I'm not muted or anything. They're just refusing to say anything. Cowards, I tell you, cowards. Halter's missing so much, but you know, there you go. 3 wins in a row. Really nothing else to show. I'm just gonna keep going and see how long I can go. We're gonna duel until we lose, or something. So let's keep going. Alrighty, the 4th duel of the day Gonna keep on going. Hey. All right. This guy's actually giving me a run for my money, but not enough of a run. All right. What do we have for an opening hand? It's not bad. It could be better, but it's not bad. I mean, the very fact that I have a banishment of the Dark Lords is plenty. I can just get Nurse Reficule. Only bad thing is I don't have any of my usual traps, but he doesn't know that. He don't know that at all. He's just gonna assume I got, like, try and guess and gift card and wondering when I'm gonna play them. But we'll see where this goes. You know, Magic Cylinder is a nice backup. And I was thinking of, like, new text for this deck, because, you know, Mystic Mind's gone and all that good stuff. And I thought to myself, what about Grave Digger's Trap Hole as a new thing? Because a lot of players play things out of the hand. A lot of people play things out of the grave. So why the heckin' not? Alright, so gosh, did I Fenrir, you say? Interesting. Interesting indeed. Certainly not a monster I want to frig with, because it is a nasty little bugger. Add a dragon. Oh, this is this archetype. I forget what they're called, or what they do. They're like battle phase shenanigans, things like that. Take a Sangan. That's not Sangan. That's not Sangan at all. That's just some silly dragon thing. That's just some silly dragon thing. Unaffected by opponent's activated effects during the main phase 1 or only during the main phase, add a Senpai dragon. Okay. Interesting indeed. So, yeah, basically the whole idea of his deck is to just spam out these dragons and then, I believe they synchro summon? Yeah, that's the case. Alright. Really depends on whether we live or not. I don't know. We'll find out in a minute. I vaguely recall these dudes. They're kind of one-trick pony-ish, but they're basically an OTK. They set up, right? Because you can, like, they can revive the synchro from the graveyard or something of that nature. I got a fire in the grave, summon it. Only summon fire. 3 more attacks have been declared. Summon this card from the grave. Try a spell trap on the field. Cool. And this is a synchro tuner, so that's... he could have been a 13-star, but he didn't. Let's see. Target of 2 other cards you control, destroy those targets. This card gets an additional attack during each battle phase's turn. Okay. Alright. He has Trident Dragon these balls. That's 3 attacks. But I'm gonna say no to the first one with Magical Cylinder. Be like, no. And that negates the attack, so he cannot bring back the dragon. Because technically speaking, he's only using one of these attacks. And even if he does activate something, I have Gravedigger's Hole. You foolish fool! What battle damage? Ha 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 ha! Perfect! It's exactly what I want to see. Y'all thought I had a bad hand? No. No, there are no bad hands. There is only Magic Cylinder. There are no bad hands. There you go. It's a very interesting archetype, these Senpais. Might have to play them in the future. Definitely have to play them in the future at some point. Maybe during the 100 days, maybe after. Regardless, they are no match for the power of a card from the early 2000s. So, there you go. Let's go for duel number 5. Alrighty, duel number 5. This is going very alarmingly quick, and I am okay with that, because so far we're kicking booty. Let's see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We got ourselves our Reficule. Let's go ahead and set. We'll go ahead and set. And let's see. Kind of special summon doesn't matter. Set and activate our good pal, the Card of Demise. Draw 3 more. I drew my hand trap, which is unfortunate. But what can you do? Sometimes you draw the hand trap off of the Card of Demise. I mostly keep this guy as just like backup in case that works. But we'll see how it goes. Let's see. I mean, you're not dead. I mean, you're pretty gosh darn close to dead. We'll see. Depends on if you have hand traps or anything of that nature. So we'll see where this goes. He might have Imperm, though, but doesn't matter. So we'll gain some life points, deal some damage. Gain some more life points, deal some damage. And then just go ahead, trap trick. Trap trick these balls, as they say. And let's just get gift card. Got a Karibo on it. because that's how you know it's a good card. It's because it's got Karibo on it. So we're just go ahead and hit him with gift card. And unfortunately, we don't. Why didn't you play that before? Okay. Well, that is unfortunate. Book of Moon. Old school cards get taken out by older school cards. Oh boy. Okay, so, like I said, we set up right, we golden. When we don't, okay, wait, hold on. He didn't do anything. All right. Well, is what it is. I guess we'll just have to go from here. Let's go for Banishment of the Dark Lords and hope that he plays Ash Blossom. He will not play Ash Blossom, which is sad. I like it when they do that, because that's why we have the triple tactical thrust. That way, if he plays any monster effects, I could just be like, hey, hey, ho, ho, get out of here. So let's do some battle. Let's just do some battle damage. This deck almost never goes into the battle phase. It's counterproductive to the plot, although Reficule does have, like, scythe blades attached to her ankles, so you have to think that she's prepared to fight if need be. You know, it's not her shtick, but she'll do it. And I'm going to set a card just to speak him, and we'll end our turn and see where this goes. Maybe he'll summon 5-headed dragon, and then I can magic cylinder it. That would be effective. That'd be pretty gosh darn effective. Alright, what are we up against? Magic keys. I don't remember enough about those to tell you what that's gonna do to me. I mean, I know what this does. I know what that does. He's going for a ritual. What does this... where'd he go? There. What does this do? Ritual summon, add a magic key card, blah, blah, blah. When attacks declared, involve this card and post monster the same attribute as a normal monster. Place any number of cards, blah, blah, blah. Negate the effects of that monster until the end of the turn. Okay, so it does, like, very little. It does search him a card, though. That is important to note. He gets his field spell, adding another monster. Every time a non-token normie would be destroyed, not destroyed. Magic Key Mafia from the deck to the hand and place a card. Okay, so he gets a double search. He does get a double search. Alright. Unfortunate. If he had just not stopped gift card. I'm still confused as to why he didn't do anything to the ties, the Destiny path. Maybe it's because he was thinking I would lose some life? That must be it. He was thinking I was going to lose life points. There's really no other explanation as to why. Doesn't really make any other sense. Alright, so... Botto Buster. Magic Cylinder. Again with the moon! I feel like I'm playing Inscription. I'm up against the moon so much. So much moon. Alright. Alright, that's what you want to do. That's what we're gonna keep doing. Let's see here. One of the rare times. Let's see. Discard a card, take a Dark Lord, add to hand, only use the back. Okay. Okay, we'll see where this goes. It's going to be a bit of touch and go, but I can at least get rid of Talismandra. Get rid of that dude, so there's a little less my opponents can, like, do. And let's see. Trying to remember everything. I know he has Xyz monsters. That's the most important thing. I usually pick Xyz because most decks, one way or another, will play an Xyz or two. You know? It's like, it's a very common monster. Not everybody plays fusions. Not everyone plays synchros, but most decks at least have an Xyz monster. And if I remember correct, stop doing that. Stop it. Stop flipping me. Do you have an Xyz monster? You do. Well, aren't you a smarty pants? Aren't you? I'm getting the troll now. I'm getting trolled by arcane nonsense of the magic key variety. This is some bullshit. I'm supposed to be trolling people today. And yet I am now being trolled. I'm being booked. It's like the lawman's come to get me. It's like the lawman came by. Alright, well. Okay, but he hasn't summoned another monster. So I'm going to get a free draw off of this. So, I don't know. The only problem is he has most of his life points back. I don't have much of much, and I'm just going to have to see where this goes. I was really hoping he would ash me at some point, but unfortunately my opponent's just playing all these books. All these books and all these moons. So we'll see. Half your... Okay, now you're going to pay your life points. I see how it is. Gonna do that. Well, I'm gonna say no. No to that. Damage for you. Now you're back to low life points. And you can't set any spell traps. That doesn't really affect you too much, but you can't do it. Good luck. Good luck, sir. Vado Buster indeed. You have a guy with a minigun. And you have another one of those. This could be rough. Got another one of that dude. Got another one of that dude. What am I gonna do here? I really need my snatch steal again. That would be useful. What are you doing now? What is this? Scar of the Vendra. Where did this come from? Okay. Vendred. Indeed. I mean, that's why I play my one hand trap. Your attack goes down to Zippo. Sadly, my monster's attack is not big enough to capitalize on that as much as I'd like. Add a Vendred spell trap. Okay. Vendred field spell. I am very confuddled as to what my opponent's plan is, but I don't really care. One more trap card is all it takes. I don't see another Book of Moon in my future. You can't even set the thing even if you had it. Dark Ruler, no more. Okay. I guess he was really banking on me making combos here. Let's put it that way. My opponent wanted to combo, or me to combo, and it never happened. But yeah, that's gonna be, unless he has another hand trap that I'm just unaware of. This ought to be game. Alright. Well, that took way too long. My opponent could have had a cleaner death if he had just allowed death to take him, but we take another win. Very good. Alrighty. You know, I want to keep going, but at the same time, that took way longer than it really should have. I think we're good for now. Let's go ahead for the... Well, yeah, let's go for the end screen. I don't want the episode to be too long. The last few have been too long. So let's go for the end screen now. Alrighty, everybody. So Nurseburn of 2024 went 5-0. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. This deck, despite the lack of the Mystic Mine, its major protection, still does a phenomenal amount of work. You know, it's much easier to search out Reficule than it ever has been. We have, like, things like Yugioh to search us with our draws. We never needed Yugioh, but we had, like, Banishment of the Dark Lords to search this. We have 3 extra copies in reaction to Samochi. You get the thing set up. This deck does a lot of good work. You know, it takes your opponent by surprise. People are not prepared for burn damage. And we can just smack our opponents really good. The only thing I didn't get to do, sadly, was, like, Upstart Goblin with Reficule. But the duels were over so quick, I never had to, you know, it just didn't happen. But that's okay. You know it's there. It's available. It's a beautiful card. So, thank you everybody much for watching. Let's real quick go over the deck list, and then we'll say how to do. So, for the main deck today, pretty simple. 3 copies Dark Lord Yugioh, 3 copies of Dark Lord Reficule, 3 copies of Dark Honest, 2 copies of Lilith the Lady of Lamentations, 1 copy Dark Lord's Contact, 2 triple Tactical Thrusts. We have Card of Demise, triple Upstart Goblin, triple Banishment, 1 Snatch Steal. We have double Gravedigger's Hole, 3 gift cards, 2 Paths of Destiny, 3 Magic Cylinders, 3 Try and Guess, 2 Trap Trick, and 3 Bad Reaction Samochi. Extra deck is completely irrelevant because you're never going to use it. You just want to have it all links to guarantee things. So, that is the name of today's deck, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for watching today's episode. And I need to go now, so take care.